In the Pacific Northwest, there is a special and hateful place these two schools have for each other in their hearts. From Jake Browning's point or Kenny Wheaton running back to score, this game has had plenty of moments, and maybe we'll get another classic in this one. On the banks of Lake Washington, it's Husky Stadium. It's the Oregon Ducks and the Washington Huskies. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe, some interesting storylines setting up in this one.
Hey guys, I caught up with Coach Lanning before the game. Coach said his message to the team this week is we have got to play every single game like it's a playoff game. They have done well in the conference so far, and he wants to continue that dominance, but consistency is the key. He keeps telling his team we just have to go 1-0 this week to keep that consistent approach going. Guys?
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Huskies offense to go on the attack first. When these two get together, there is no inclination to take your foot off the gas. And the last time these two met, Oregon full throttle and finished the blowout.
And I think Oregon fans and Oregon people around the building would tell you this is kind of their new squad now. This is the way this rivalry is going to go. Oregon getting more talent, more national attention. This team looks like it.
Snagged it, and there's running room. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wide receiver comes in motion. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Face mask penalty cost the D 15 yards and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll send the back in motion. From the gun, it's Washington. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Play fake, Williams. Right side, it's Carter. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Ball at the 31. Third and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. DB's right up on the receivers. Out wide left, it's Carter. He's got enough, and it'll be a first down for Washington.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
The Huskies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. These guys in a much better position after that penalty on the D. Now it's 2nd and 7. Straight ahead, it's Washington. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Here's Williams to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Got it on the outside. It's Washington. They'll say he stepped out of bounds right at the 17.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Huskies go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Williams on the play fake. Extending the play. Oh, he's got some space. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Washington!
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the field 75 yards and put 6 on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Ducks offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And standing in the way is one of the best defensive lines in the country.
Well, this is one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but David, he better have a clock going off in his head in this one, because this is one of the elite pass rushes in the entire nation as well. Their D-line is absolutely stocked and loaded with athleticism, with guys with bad intentions, and they built this D-line specifically for games like this.
Yeah, so he better be on time, right? Like, that ball needs to be able to come out. You just got to be careful. You don't get away with some of those liberties of holding on to the football, extending plays, because those dudes are in relentless pass rush mode chasing after you. This will be a great chess match.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Now here's Joseph. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. 3rd and long coming up. Throwing Joseph. Release to the back. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Ducks line up to punt it away. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Motion from the wideout. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. They need something that goes forward this time on 2nd and long from the 14. Williams will pass. Out wide right, it's Clay. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
Really nice looking pinpoint throw there. And when I think back to Husky QBs, you think about Warren Moon, you think about Mark Brunell, the Heward brothers. What about Jake Browning? All made really good decisions. This guy, he's got a lot of arm talent, but he's also very smart.
No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Long way to go on 2nd down. It's Williams again. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting now, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
They make the tackle at the 33, and it is well short of the 1st down. Washington sends out the punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. On his way back from the 20. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Joseph. Look out! And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Left side is Hill. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Ducks want to move quickly. Trying to squeak through the pile. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
For decades. Dominated this rivalry, then 1994, and the pick by Kenny Wheaton took it to the house, and since that moment, this rivalry has been on.
It's been so much fun to watch. For years, it had conference championship implications. We've seen Heisman Trophy implications in this one. More recently, college football playoff implications as well. Always fun when these two teams get together.
And it doesn't matter what conference they're in. We're always watching this matchup. All eyes are on this match. They don't like each other. A lot of animosity. The coaches don't like each other. The players don't like each other. This is going to be a great ball game.
Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. And the Ducks are marching down the field. Looking for a gap. It's Hill. And a short gain here in the first quarter will come to a close. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. Going to audible here, let's see what they do. Throwing Joseph. Rushes on. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on fourth and long. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one, and they keep the drive alive.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Joseph. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Ducks. The extra point here would tie the game. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Washington offense to start this possession. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Williams. Rush right in his face. They got him. Great pressure. This defense.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
The Huskies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Some misdirection with the counter. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Yeah, and how about this offense? A little counter, a little misdirection. Get everybody's eyes going one direction. They go back the other way. Nice execution by the offense to make the big running play down the field.
Fights off a defender. There's some room. The 30. He's at the 20. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
Tries to do it himself. Touchdown, Huskies. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
Ready to try the point after. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Hits the hole. It's Hill. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was. and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Throwing Joseph. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Well, he did a good job getting to the middle of the field. That's where the offense wanted to attack on that play. He's just got to do a better job looking that football in.
Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on third down? And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Still third down, but more ground to cover after the flag. Making the adjustment on the play. From the gun on third down, Joseph. Firing to the right, complete. There he goes. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Ducks will hustle to the line.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
He's got it. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
The Ducks pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Joseph. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
How about the big fella? I know this is not in his job description to pick off passes, but the eye-hand coordination, able to get his big paws up there, stabs it out of Aaron. It was like he was almost surprised he had the football. Just start rumbling and stumbling once he had possession.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll start on the ground with Washington. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. Second and long here. Williams. Out wide left, it's Carter. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You've got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. Williams looking for a man. Fires to the tight end. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Here's the punt high into the air. Makes a nice grab at the 25. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do...
Runs through a man. He might have space. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Throwing Joseph. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Hauls it in. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Again, it's Joseph. He puts some heat on that one down the middle. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. And the Ducks will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the ball comes to rest right there.
Really nice job there by the punter on that one, getting a lot of hang time and allowing the Gunners to get down the field so they could play it off the bounce, down it. Nice coffin corner kick.
They'll start on the ground with Washington. And he's not going anywhere as this defense has no plans to give up a big play before the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On the ground, it's Carr. Looks as if he'll work his way forward and get it up to about the 11-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. Third and short from inside the 20. Burrowing for yardage. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Washington sends out the punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He gets it away from his own end zone. On the return. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Fellas, welcome into the Week 13 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. So many seasons on the line. We begin with Boise State taking on the Oregon State Beavers. And it's the home team engaging in some real trench warfare today. Inches are hard to come by, let alone first downs. A tight tactical game where just about anything could happen. Now back over to your game inside Husky Stadium. This offense just continues to find a way to make big plays. No death by 1,000 cuts today. They are consistently gaining chunks of yardage, and it's reflected there on the scoreboard.
On the return, it's Bear. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. What do you got on the sideline, Holly?
I caught up with the Ducks head coach coming out of the locker room at the half. They have found a lot of positive momentum here during this winning streak, but it is in jeopardy right now. He said this is the moment we have to come out and assert ourselves and be dominant to start the third quarter, gain some momentum here, and change the course of this game. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly.
I think the toss does a really good job of getting the football on the edge quickly. You know, you toss it out there to the running back, you better block the defensive end. That's priority number one. Good job blocking the defensive end, getting a nice positive game in the toss play.
Joseph. Right side, it's Hill. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down.
Yeah, great catch, but great read. I love the quarterback understanding. You're going to see the blitz. I'm going to get the ball to my running back quickly, let him get the first down. Nice job by the quarterback seeing that really fast.
Fresh set of downs going up top. Got his man. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but, man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. Third down coming. Again, it's Joseph. Sends it downfield. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Most defenses are lucky if you have one good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have two. They've got 3 DBs, 3 corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country. And you saw it on that last play coming away with the pick.
Throwing, Williams. Left side, it's James. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10.
Really nice looking pass there. You think about all the great Washington quarterbacks, right? Warren Moon, the Heward brothers, Mark Brunell, Jake Browning. The greatest quarterback name in college football history, Sonny Sixkiller. That guy was throwing seeds at the University of Washington. This dude right here putting on his best Sonny Sixkiller impersonation.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Oh, it's picked off, and boy, did this D need that. There he goes down the right side. Past the touchdown, Oregon. The defense putting points on the board.
And that is a critical error by the quarterback at a critical juncture of the game, right, David? This thing's already close, and it's the smallest mistake that could make the difference. That pick 6 certainly hurts his team, but there's a lot of football left, a lot of time left. You got to be resilient as a quarterback. You have to be able to turn the page and get back out and attack with confidence.
You made a mistake. Yeah, exactly right. We got to flush this. We got to move on. Obviously, the crowd goes nuts. The fans are all into it. The other side's energized. Now you got to go get your head together. Go watch the clip, see what happened. What did I do wrong? You got to get out there and go fix it because you still got a chance to win this ball game.
And he's brought down after a short gain. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Here's Williams to throw. They're all over him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Oh, pressure's coming. Quickly to the tight end. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. He's getting plenty of work. 4th time we've seen this guy punt it today. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. On the run, it's Hill. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Motion from the wide receiver. Throwing Joseph. Makes a man miss. Fires immediately. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The run inside. It's Griffin. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. The Ducks in the hurry up.
And nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Just going to keep it after the snap. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. The Ducks are moving quickly down the field. Joseph. It's dropped after taking the hit.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
Under pressure. Out wide right, it's Moore. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him.
Makes the catch, and he's free. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's
got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Ducks. They take the lead with the 6. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. A 67-yard touchdown drive there. And it was capped with an explosive 22-yard run. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Let's go down to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Guys, checking in from the Washington sideline. One of the storylines that I am keeping track of right now is how is the running back performing? Coming off that loss last week, he really got banged up. And guys, I think it could impact his ball security, how he's cutting and moving on the field. I've got my eyes all over this, and I will keep you posted how this game progresses. Back to you guys.
Holly will see how they adjust. Turning it on! Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. And the Huskies, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Williams. Got it. All down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs. Washington coming to the line with another first down. Williams will pass. Out wide left, it's Clay. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Williams to the air again. Quickly out to the tight end. Third and 4. As we head to the fourth quarter, this guy is seeing the defense. Look how he spread the ball around. and we're just about ready to go with the final quarter. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Williams. Here comes the heat. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
And we call his name again. This is the same guy that, remember, he had the defensive touchdown already. Now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, getting the sack. He's been all over the field today.
Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Checking in from the Oregon sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Reese?
Okay, Holly.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Throwing Joseph. Right side, it's Griffin. At the 20, he's got space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Griffin. Oh, he's got some space. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Well, you got to give the defense a lot of credit on this play because they were doing a nice job understanding who had the football and where they were. So a nice job by the defense rallying around that ball carrier and now not giving up the first down.
There's a reason you drag the record books to the recycle bin in a rivalry game. Upsets, and we've got one looming. Could be an alley. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
And that hurts on defense, giving up the first on the ground like that. We're in a one-possession game. You've got all three timeouts. I think you got to start burning them here to save some clock.
To the ground. He's got it again. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Got enough for the first down. Really nice job to move the ball on the ground like that in the big game, but we will need to check on an injured player. And the Ducks trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. Driving forward, it's Davison. Nowhere to go. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick its way to the end zone. And again, finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! And they take it in for 6 more points. They put up another score here in the fourth, and they are well on their way to an 11-1 regular season. And the point after is good. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Williams from the gun on third down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. 4th down, Williams. Running through contact. Breaks free, and he might be gone. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Makes the grab. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. It's Williams again. Going for 6. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an out.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. Throwing, Williams takes a hit as he fires, and he gets it away.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Williams to throw for it on 4th. Fires into the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. Now Washington uses this 3rd timeout, and they can't stop the clock again. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. So Oregon gets the victory in its blood feud against Washington, and you best believe this one is going to stick with the men in purple for quite a while. That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David